Hey all! Amanda here with your full recap of American Ninja Warrior Season 15, Episode 9, Round 2 of the semifinals. Again, each semifinal round will consist of all head-to-head competition where 24 men and 8 women race against each other in a 6-obstacle course. The one that hits the buzzer first or goes the furthest the fastest advances to the Vegas finals. This time, if both athletes fall without completing the course, whoever ends the last completed obstacle first advances. We also have the return of the wild cards, where the 2 fastest non-finishing athletes get to advance as well. The 2 fastest finishers, on the other hand, get to run in another head-to-head race with an altered course for a chance to earn a safety pass. The winner of the safety pass will get a second chance to run the Stage 1 course in the Vegas finals should they fail to complete the course. As for the competition tonight, the 6-obstacle course remained the same as last week, where we had home run, spring forward, beehive, hopscotch, slingshot, and the 18-foot rope climb, which leads over a large step to the buzzer. This course may change for the final 2 semifinal rounds, so stay tuned. As for the competition itself, we saw the athletes who advanced from rounds 1 and 6 of the qualifiers face off against each other. We started the night with Luke Dillon racing against rookie Ramses Valdez, who won his runoff race to advance. Ramses took an early lead from the start until Slingshot, where Luke quickly gained ground. Ramses fell on the 4th cradle, and Luke went on to hit a buzzer with a time of 1:32.73. Next up was 5'8" Casey Rothschild racing against 4'11" Taylor Johnson. The women mirrored moves to spring forward, where Taylor had a hard landing. Taylor caught up again by Beehive, and Casey fell on Hopscotch. Taylor was able to complete Hopscotch, sending her to the finals for the first time in her career. She fell shortly after starting Slingshot, but was thrilled to be advancing. And unbelievably, our first digested run of the night saw fan favorite Sean Bryan face off against police officer John Unga. Sean took an early lead, and John may have second-guessed his first lache on Beehive as he didn't let go of one hand and fell to the water. Sean completed the obstacle to advance, but due to tightness in the arms, he decided to end his run there to avoid possible injury. I hope he's at 100% for the finals. Our next digested run had Matt D'Amico race against Ibrahim Hayek. Ibrahim took an early lead, but fell from the first honeycomb on Beehive. Matt then slowed his pace, but was able to hit a buzzer with a time of 2:11.85. Next up was James the Beast McGrath, returning for his 11th season against newcomer Evan Bomagen, who is 20 years James's junior. James took an early lead as Evan seemed to stall out crossing home run. Evan tried to catch up the rest of the way, but just fell from the end of Slingshot as James went on to hit a buzzer with a time of 2:04.59, sending him to the finals. Our next digested run had high school student Noah Munier running against returning ninja Nate Tackett. Nate ended up tumbling from the last honeycomb on Beehive as Noah went on to hit a buzzer in a time of 1:07.16. Then, Noah's girlfriend and fellow ninja, Addie Herman, took to the course to face clothing designer Brittany Durant. Addie took the lead from the start and was able to stay a move ahead the entire run until Brittany fell from the second last set of boards on Hopscotch. Addie tried to fight to the end, but was gassed out by the time she completed Slingshot and did not have the strength to lache to the final rope climb. However, this makes Addie and Noah the first teen girlfriend-boyfriend couple to head to Las Vegas together. Another ninja first this season. Our next run was another close head-to-head when Jonathan Goodbout took on Verdale Benson. The race was neck and neck until Verdale just missed the landing platform, dismounting from Hopscotch. Jonathan went on to hit a buzzer with a time of 2:01.31. This next head-to-head was a short race, which is probably why it got digested. We saw Kevin Rodriguez take on Austin Barron, who stunningly fell from the second bar crossing spring forward. Kevin went on to hit a buzzer at 1:34.95. Next to run was Kevin's girlfriend, Emily Gardner, who was up against new mom Michelle Warnke-Burma. Michelle took the lead until Beehive, where Emily started and finished the obstacle first. Michelle fell from the second set of boards on hopscotch, and though Emily fell moments later, she advances to Vegas. This makes Kevin and Emily the second teen couple heading to Vegas. Up next to run was the Phoenix Najee Richardson, who may be running his final season, against high school student Mizaya Andrade. As the competitors waited for the starting signal, Najee was offering encouragement to the newcomer. Najee took an early lead and was going so fast he looked a little sloppy through the first two obstacles. Mizaya held his own, staying close until he fell from the last board on hopscotch. Najee continued on towards the buzzer, but surprisingly fell halfway through slingshot. Our next adjusted run had Jay Lachey Lewis facing off against Alex Goodwin. Alex made it through home run first, but then Jay passed him on spring forward and didn't let up the rest of the course. Alex fell from the second last board on hopscotch, and Jay went on to hit a buzzer with a time of 1:15.81. The next adjusted run was a bit of a stunner too, as Josiah Papel took on Captain NBC Jamie Ron. It was head-to-head until, amazingly, Jamie's hand slipped from the second honeycomb on Beehive and hit the water. Josiah went on to hit a buzzer, taking the fastest time of the night at 1:03.24. Next up, we had more friends and training partners facing off against each other when Jersey girls Abby Clark got paired up against Rachel DeGutz. They started the course close, but then Rachel threw herself across spring forward and kept that lead until hopscotch. Abby was just catching up, but then fell from the second last set of boards and hit the water. Rachel pushed on and hit her first career buzzer with a time of 2:20.83. Our last adjusted run of the night saw newcomer Evan Andrews run against the Godfather, OG Ninja, David Campbell. Evan took an early lead from spring forward and held that lead the entire run. He was able to hit his first buzzer with a time of 1:17.89. Luckily, David Campbell was able to hit a buzzer as well, with a time of 2:06.11, making him one of the two wildcards to advance this episode. And in our last run of the night, we saw the weatherman Joe Moravsky take on newcomer Noah Jones. Joe flew through the course from the start, and try as he might, Noah just could not catch up. In an unfortunate misstep, Noah jumped to the wrong side of the first honeycomb on Beehive, where there was no ledge to grab, and hit the water. Joe, determined to take a fast time, jumped the first board on hopscotch and had to make a one-handed save. He shook it off and kept going, but then shockingly had his hand slip from the bar as he landed the big drop on slingshot and hit the water. He was just as surprised as the audience, but luckily will still be heading to Vegas. The two fastest non-finishers to advance were David Campbell, who hit a buzzer with a time of 2:06.11, and Ramses Valdez, who made it to slingshot in 33 seconds even. As for the safety pass run, we saw Josiah Papel take on Noah Munier, and their 6-obstacle course remained the same as last week and consisted of the following: home run, flying shelf grab, wing nuts, sideways, spin hopper, and the 18-foot rope climb. Both men were mirrored until wing nuts, where Noah just landed the dismount before Josiah, so when both men fell seconds apart as they crossed sideways, we had to go to a replay to confirm the winner. Since Noah was the first to finish the last completed obstacle, he wins the safety pass for the Vegas finals. This was another crazy episode with tons of stunners, but even more good sportsmanship between athletes. All the reasons I love this show. We're coming down to the end of the semifinals, and we'll soon be heading to Vegas, so now's your last chance to cheer for your favorites. Make sure to watch American Ninja Warrior every Monday night this summer on NBC, then come back here for your full recap, and maybe more, as we make our way through Season 15. So until next time, Enjoy the show!